Finally, we will have our revenge.
But what good is a dastardly plot if you can't conspire with family?
There's 2 Eggmen now?
Double your villains, double your fun.
Sonic the Hedgehog returns to the big screen this holiday season for his biggest adventure yet. We've now got Devo's interviews with the star-studded cast of Sonic 3, including a Canadian exclusive with one of the funniest Canadians in the history of funny Canadians, Jim Carrey. Welcome back in studio here, Meredith and Sid. Man, this is a big-time conversation whenever Jim Carrey's involved.
Absolutely. I mean, we don't hear from him much. He doesn't do much, so this is a big deal for a lot of Jim Carrey fans. I know driving around the city, seeing all the posters up for Sonic 3, my kids are going nuts for it. So this is a highly anticipated movie coming up this Friday, December 20th. It is the 3rd installment in the franchise, which started back in 2020. And yeah, Jim Carrey returns in his role. The voice of Sonic is Ben Schwartz, and James Marsden is there, Idris Elba as well, the voice of Knuckles. So this takes Sonic and his friends Knuckles and Tails reuniting against a powerful new threat, and that threat comes in the form of Shadow, voiced by Keanu Reeves. Team Sonic must seek out an unlikely alliance in the hopes of stopping Shadow and protecting the planet. And we got Jim Carrey returning. He's actually playing 2 characters in this film. He reprises the role as the mad scientist, but he also plays the older gentleman, Dr. Robotnik, who's a grandpa. And yes, we got the Canadian exclusive with Jim Carrey. They discussed with him how great it was coming back into this franchise, also some of the other actors, what it was like working with Jim Carrey, and also how he likes to put himself in physically challenging roles. So let's take a look at Devo's chat with the cast of Sonic 3.
You asked for a kick franchise, and here we are, Sonic 3.
Look what happened. Who knew? This is crazy. This shouldn't be happening. This is against the laws of physics. It seems like people are entertained by the movie, and, you know, it brings families together, and it cures psoriasis. One of these claims may be an exaggeration.
We'll figure out which one at some point.
Nice magic marble, real scary. That actually is real scary.
This evolution of Sonic and him kind of growing, how has that been for you, and how has that experience really kind of come through?
It's super exciting. I feel like in the first one, he was just kind of this lonely kid who was very excited, who just wanted to find a friend. He found that in Tom. Second one, he learns to find his team. He gets Tails, and then in the end, he finds Knuckles. And this one, it's him learning how to be a leader, when to go after things, when to hold back and share the burden. And then also, you kind of see him impart some wisdom, as opposed to just intaking wisdom from other people. He's the one that's starting to spit out like real gems, which is unbelievable.
He brings such an infectious level of playfulness to the character, snarkiness. He's really brilliant with that, with his comedy. But, you know, when things get real, you know, there's a lot of depth to Ben in his performance.
Come on, Granddaddy-O. We've got dirt to do.
What's the legend Jim Carrey been like, just to kind of go through with this franchise and be alongside?
The idea that someone can be the biggest movie star in the world and then continue to be one of the biggest movie stars in the world and do it with being humble and kind and gratitude. He's a pretty remarkable person. If you think about it, he's been a movie star for 4 decades. Is that possible?
It was pretty mind-blowing. I actually thought that the first time I met him, I might cry. Like, I might actually cry. Like, I was like huge Jim Carrey fan, but I didn't. I kept my cool as much as I could.
Jim Carrey, you know, you got him doing double duty on this one.
I did, you know, put my heart in my hand and reach out to him and you know, just offer him some of these sort of story ideas that I thought he might be excited by, like playing and getting to create a whole new Robotnik character. And fortunately, he was excited by that.
I make it very difficult on myself. You know, after about 4 days of wearing a 50-pound suit and acting like a praying mantis and a scorpion, I tend to start second-guessing myself. Going, why do I do this? Why do I do this? Because it wasn't in the script. It was my fault. I'm really lucky to be part of it, honestly. It's a real honor to be part of. And I think it has a good heart. It really has a good heart.
That's cool.
I love seeing his face, honestly. I really do. And that's not all. We've got more coming up on Friday. when Devo returns with the one and only Jim Carrey.
And we'll have part 2 of that discussion. Whenever you can talk to Jim Carrey, that's outstanding. Also, we're not done with Sonic 3. We've got a special giveaway for one lucky BT viewer who is a big fan of Sonic. This is for you. This prize pack includes a $100 Cineplex gift card to see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in theaters, 2 plushies of the characters Sonic and Shadow, a film poster, a limited edition sweatshirt, and a lot more. For your chance to win, visit breakfasttelevision.ca/contest. Enter under daily prizing. The keyword is Sonic.